Recently, I've read Louise Fresco's book Hamburgers in Paradise, or in Dutch, Het Hamburgerparadijs. In that book, she explains the paradise theory. According to this theory, the concept of paradise still heavily influences our thinking about agriculture, about food, and about nature. Paradise seems an impossible, stable, diverse, and productive ecosystem. A place where free lunches do exist. Utopia. However, nothing is free or stable in the real world. And being human, it's difficult to accept this. Currently, for example, there's much to do about intensive pig production in the province of Brabant. Numerous problems are often mentioned: odor, manure surpluses, landscape deterioration, and even reduced animal welfare. Some claim that the number of pigs in Brabant should be reduced because of this. However, Brabant is not an island. Even if the number of pigs is reduced drastically, still resource flows will be imbalanced as the population will continue to consume pig meat. And moreover, perhaps Brabant becomes a little prettier, but other places will deteriorate because pig meat has to be produced somewhere. There is no free lunch. The United Nations have stated that food production should be increased with 70 to 100% by 2050 to prevent undernourishment among the expected 9 billion inhabitants of our planet. A process which will be difficult. As a pest management expert, I still remember the quote of a Filipino smallholder. For every 10 rows of rice we sow, we plant 7 for the family, 2 for the rats, and 1 for the birds. What can you say to such a farmer, whose stored grains are eaten and spoiled by rats every night, and who has very limited possibilities to counter this? What are ethical discussions on the use of GMO worth for him and for his family? Unfortunately, there is no free lunch. Last week I was in China, and their cities are rapidly expanding. All Chinese that move from the countryside trust that the declining rural population will be able to provide them with sufficient food of good quality. Moreover, the middle class grows and diets change. Globally, more people are now suffering from overweight than from food shortages. One could speak of a distribution problem here, a weight distribution problem, or call it a food availability issue. But it's clear, there's no free lunch here either. As scientists, we are no longer dealing solely with pure agricultural questions. To a large extent, we know how to increase production, as was just mentioned by Louise with her green light. But the problems of our era are distribution problems. Resources are not equally distributed over our planet, nor are climatic conditions or land availability. And we must face it, even people are not equally distributed, nor are there thoughts, ideas, demands, or problems. As scientists, we should work over different disciplines in order to optimize given the circumstances. In this way, we can minimize the effect of these distribution problems. We should make this effort together with representatives of enterprises, with NGOs, with politicians and government officials. Wageningen offers excellent opportunity to do so because of its skill, its hands-on mentality and its expertise. Let's go for it. Thank you.